Hey again. In this video, we will learn how to read picture from the phone and display it here. So what I want to do, I want when someone click on this image, I see the select and I see my images in my phone and I select one image to be my profile. So first of all, this is my application and my application want to access to the images inside my phone. So what's happening here? I need a permission. So what the permission I need to add it? Here I need a permission to access to external storage. Like I say, read the external storage. Why external storage? Because I need to read images from my phone. If you just Google external storage, you'll see external is considered as a dangerous permission. So if the dangerous permission, we have to, first of all, we have to check a permission. So we do our process, name it check permission. Okay. So we say how to check the permission. We use same code that we use it in the Pokemon. So we just said, hey, if the build of the device, I don't know why I just writing this one again, but it will help you to understand it well. So if the build version dot SDK init greater than or equal 23, just go here and, for example, just start working here. Otherwise, call a function that you need it, which let you suppose for now name it load image. That is not implemented yet, so let me suppose I will call it from here. So load image. So this is my function. That will be to do will be for load image. Okay, to do load image, responsible for loading image from the phone. So okay, if it's the device OS this 23, I have to check the permission. I say, hey, if the activity compact dot check self permission for the this, and the second parameter will be Android dot mainbase dot whatever permission dot the permission that I wanted, which is read external storage. If this permission is not the package manager dot granted, is not granted, so I have to go to this process, and by the end I have to return. I will not continue. And with the process I have to do it, I have to do request on permission. So I say, hey, request permission, and the request permission takes two parameters. The first parameter is array of the permission that I want them. I want just only this permission, and the second parameter this array will take, just let me just take this, minimize this one, and the second parameter, this array will take the code that we say, the code I give it this one. So let me give it var, you could say var or val for read image, should be supposed integer or int, and you give it the value for this number. You could give it any number you would like. I just give it this number, so I would send it here. Then when someone accept permission, I will see it. So you say, you now request permission, we'll call a method, we'll call a function, name it on request, on this one, on request permission result, this function. So you know this function will get called finally when someone, like, if he accept or reject the permission. So what I will do, I have first of all I have the request code. I say, hey, when do for the request code that coming. So if the request code equal my code, which is this one, so I want to do specific to process, I would check the permission granted here. So I would say, hey, if the permission granted for the 0, why 0? Because I'm sending only one permission inside this array. The index for this permission in the array will be 0. If I 2, I say 0, 1 and 2. So if the permission is granted, so equal package manager dot granted. Okay, I know the permission granted. He will be able to load the image. So I could call this method. Otherwise, you say show the message to us dot make text for this, and the message cannot access your images. Okay, check the message. Then I say, hey, to us dot long. Then show. That is good for now. So I think for now this image is work fine. So now what I want to do, I have this login page. I want someone to click on this image. I already implemented method to read what people click it, which is, if I just go here, I don't know why this one give me error until now. What the error here? What the hell? Maybe this one, you need application context? No, you don't. I think it's something, I don't know what the error here is saying. He say if it is this one, else is remind by the final here. He say the request package manager. Else, maybe we need to add else case. So you say else, do this one. So yes, you say else, call this method. Yes, so this one need else. So yes, so he said okay. First of all, when someone click on the image, which is this one, click on the image, you want to select image, what I will do, I will first check the permission. If it's greater than, I will ask the permission. If not, I will open the images. Then I have to go here. So now let me implement the part for selecting image from the phone. Now when he hit this line, that's mean he have a permission to load the image. So how I load image from the phone? There is many way, but the easiest way to use intent. We know in the phone there's application named images. So or I don't know, MGView, whatever. So how to access to it? Via intent. Okay, how? You define variable, we name it intent, and this intent you say it is intent, but this intent you said intent. You send number of parameter to it. What the parameter you have to send it? First of all, you define your action. What action you want to do? You say intent dot the action, intent dot action, name it pick. Why pick? Because you expect to pick something. So you say to the intent, hey, I want to pick something. From where? From the external storage. You say, hey, Android dot provider dot media storage dot images, then dot the media, I don't know why this is too long, it happened to be dot external storage, okay, or dot external URI. So you define your intent. You say, hey intent, I want to do pick from this one. Okay, then you start this intent. How you started? You started and you're waiting for results. So you cannot say start activity. Start activity, you start activity. But if you start something and you wait for something from it, because when I start the application for pick image, he will pick image. But when he pick image, I have to get that image back. So what I need to do, I need to say start activity for result. Why? Because I expect a result coming from that one. So I send him the intent. So basically the intent, and I send them the code for my picking. So also I say val, I name this one pick image code, whatever, and you give it a value like this one. So this is also like a code for identify this variable. So you send it also, so when you get a result, you will understand what happened. So now when this method called, when he start the image view will display images. You could select image. When select image, this method will return a result for you. So now I need to listen the result. There is a method named on activity results. This one will get fired automatically after this one is done. So when he select image, he done, this one will fire it. So this one will have the information about the image. So let me say, we have a request code. You say, okay, if the request code is my request code, that means equal this code. That means if the request code that they selected, it is equal to this one. Okay, not request code. The code he requested equal this one, and you say, I think result load image request code and result code, and the result, that means he select okay. So you see the result code, you say it is okay. That means he click okay. Maybe he click a cancel. So you say the result. Okay, result. I don't know why he doesn't get it correctly. Should be result code should be Okay, that means select image, and the data is not null because I'm expecting getting data, so is not equal null. So if the code that he selected, wait, why this one give me error? Okay, if the process was pick up and the data is not null, that means there is a data. He select that there's a data in my image view. Let me display image. What I will do is just a really basic process. I have the image view. I just apply this image in the image view. How I do that? I have to do number of a process. First of all, I have to find the path. So I say val the selected image, okay, and I will say it will be equal data. So data will have the information about the selected image. Then I need to get the path for that image. I say, hey, val for the file path column equal the array of the media, and you will understand what this one mean, media store dot images dot data. So you define dot images, then dot media dot data. So you're just you define the array that you want to do it. Then you say, hey, val cursor. I will tell you what this means. Okay, you say, hey, context or application, or name it context resolver. Hey, you name it context why this one doesn't get this one? I think it was before it was get context resolver. Then they say dot, then they execute the query, then they give it, hey, I want to selected image applied on this query, and I send it the path of that image, so he will be able to bring me the information about that one. Other parameter will be null, and other two parameter also null. And so what I'm doing here, I'm just calling API in the phone, so you see it's a little bit complex. So if you see, hey, this is neat, it has some changes. I'm sure there is changes happen here because they just remove this one in the new one and they added this way, I think. If not, let me see what the suggestion for them. You say, hey, I suggest, do you want a clean code? Okay, clean for me. Yes, they change it to context resolver only. He doesn't accept it from me for first time. So okay, you define your image, you get it. You define the operation you want to do it, which is getting image. This context resolver is something named for the that phone, for the context provider that phone, the images application have the images in. So to get the images from that phone, you have the image data, you define the store, just send it these two parameters, so he will be able to get the image for you. Now the cursor have the images, so you just say cursor dot move to first. I don't want to talk about context provider and other stuff because too much complex thing to talk about, but just think about it. Some application have information and you want to get the information from that application. So first of all, you have to define your data, you have to define the operation that you wanted, send both of them to that application, he will get you the result back. So now I just define val column index equal the cursor dot the get column index from what? Get column index from the file path column for the 0. I need to get the column index, and also I need to get the picture path. I know it is too many process, you may not understand, and also I may not understand, but you have to know this is a basic way to get the image path. So just get string, you send it the column index, so he will be able to bring the string for you from that index. Then you say, hey, cursor, I'm done, which is cursor dot close. Then you're done. You just say, hey, I have the image path, just I need to load it in the image view. Image person, this is the image view that we have it here to load the images. So I say 3 more, which is login image view dot, you say set image bitmap, because I'm reading from the bitmap is different way. So you say bitmap factory, you say the dot decode file. So decode file, and you give it the path, then picture path, which is this one. So what has happened? I will tell you the process. The process is basically when you get the result of the image, he select image. You have not null. That means there is a data. You want to get the data, but the data in other application. The application add that data in something named content provider. So to access that content provider, you need two parameters: the data and the process that you wanted. You define both of them, send it, he give you a result, you move the cursor for first element because maybe he return you more than one element because this is a query, like the query that we did in the SQLite may return more than one row. I just move it to first row, getting the column, getting the path of that image in the phone, then from the phone load the image here. Now if I just run it, I have to be able to load images from the phone just as a first step. Just load image from the phone. So let me see how we be able to load images. Okay, so after a while he load the application. Now if I click on the image, I have, if you see, he say, hey, this application want to access to media. Would you allow to him? I say, yes, I want allow. He show me the images in the phone. So now I could select any image from the phone. For example, I need to select my picture. So he loaded for me here. Yes, this is a great. I want to do one final thing before I go. I want here to make sure there he select okay. Maybe he select cancel. So I don't roll the problem. I say, and if the request code is result okay. That means if the result, if he click OK when he click on the images, he select OK, did not select cancel, I will not have any problem. So yes, I just add all these. I'm done. Let me go to next.